Hey guys, I'm gonna do a video today on, let's put some light on here. I'm gonna do a video today on roses that I dry, and they're roses that I have growing outside my home. I use these roses in my oils, and you can also use it as a tea. You know, if you're very relaxing, it smells good. People just think it's potpourri, but it's not. So I dry mine in my Excalibur dehydrator, and I'm just going to show you real quick how I do my roses so that I have an abundance. And I'm picking roses like every 4 days because they'll bud and they'll flower out. And you know, you just want to go out, and when they open up, they'll last a couple of days, and then they'll, you know, all their petals will fall off. So it's kind of a waste. And there's multiple uses for these roses. So I started out doing it like this because once they dry, the Excalibur has a fan inside, so they'll blow all over the place. I learned real fast not to do that again. So I started out doing it this way, putting them on a plate and then covering it so they wouldn't blow all over the place. And then I thought, well, you know, why don't I just put 2 of these mesh, you know, plastic coverings over them. So I started doing them this way, which was much easier. So I would just line all the roses on the tray, and they dry really fast, but you want them to be really dry so you don't create mold when you store them. And look how pretty they are. They're still like really very vibrant and colorful, and then you can store them. And how I do it is I just take my bag. I really don't, I just buy plastic, but another thing you can store in are these bags that a friend had taught me about. These, see these oven bags? So these oven bags, you can get multiple sizes, and they seem to be a little bit better, you know, at storing your herbs, your dried herbs and stuff in. But for now, I'm just going to use this bag just to demonstrate and show you real quick. They dry real fast, like within a day or two. Just want to keep an eye on them. And I just take these and fold them. And yes, you'll have to invest in one of these Excaliburs. It's a great investment because you can dry a lot of stuff. You can make fruit roll-ups and all kinds of stuff for your kids. And then I just kind of store them, and I'll mark it. And I will put in an oxygen absorber or one of those, you know, those things that they use in your vitamins to keep the moisture out, because right now it's been raining like crazy out. So it's really wet in the house. You may not think it, but your plants will rehydrate, and what happens, they cause mold. So all you need is a little bit of moisture in there to cause mold. So, and then you ruin all your work, and then it's lost. So summertime is a great time. Right now is like peak time. Everything is coming out and about, and your spices and your herbs. I'm getting ready to do my chocolate mint. There's so much of it. And the chocolate mints are always medicinal. Mints are great for digestion, upset stomach, fevers. Even just because it says chocolate mint doesn't mean it's made specifically for, you know, desserts. It's made also for other things. I mean, it's gross for other things too. So that's quick. I just, you know, all these trays. This was a lot of roses when I picked them. It was a huge basket, and now that they're dried, you know, the water's out of them. They shrivel up. And use a clean surface because you don't want to be picking up other things. It's just a little pollen in there, doesn't hurt anything. So there you go. That was a huge basket. I should take a picture of it, but I didn't. I will take a picture of the next one. Huge basket of these roses. So what I do with my roses is I missed the bell. I'm gonna put this away too. What I do with my roses is I You can use avocado oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. I like MCT oil, which is fractionated coconut oil. And it doesn't taste or smell like coconut. At least I never can smell it or taste it. And I use these to make rose oil. And rose oil is very astringent. It really helps the your face, you know, toning. And I don't have wrinkles, but it helps with wrinkles. It's just a really great if you're making soaps or if you're making salves, you know, it's just really, really great for your face. I'm sure there's a million other uses for it, but that's what I use it for. And I just make my oil. So there you have it, roses. Dehydrate them. Do not put them on high. I put them on like a low, cool air. There's no there's no heat. Because once you use heat to dry things, you really start messing with the properties of the plant and you start breaking it down and it doesn't, you know, you lose all the medicinal value. So there you have it, roses. I'll put an oxygen thing in here. It's down in my shop, so I have to run down and get it. And you'll have roses. By the time I'm done this summer, I'll probably have 2 big bags of roses. I only have 4 rose bushes. Well, you know, they're not big right now, but I actually got them from, they'll continue to multiply, these rose bushes. So you can get, you know, cuttings from someone and start one, and then the next year you'll get all these little babies around it, and you could transplant all of those. So it doesn't take much to get, you know, 1 or 2 little plants for free from someone that wants to give them to you. And you always have roses, and then you can do your own rose oil and your rose teas and store them. So there you have it. Just wanted to do this little video on my roses from my gardens, and hope you find that useful. And one other tidbit too is here, when I'm drying my herbs, these aren't mine, I bought them in bulk. I keep these jars from Kirkland, I'm sure you've seen that. I like the organic no salt seasoning. So I keep these and I refill them. This is Italian seasoning. I didn't write the herbs that are in there. And this is what I cook with. And also I have found these years ago at the dollar store. And I just use these, like this has dill. Or sorry, that's basil. And this one has dill. And I always have lots of dill that I'll dry and just save it. You can do that with all your mints. You can use those shakers to use for your spices, and I'm getting ready to dry a bunch of mints and spearmint. So yeah, there's a few little things for you to work on and some little tidbits. Hope you enjoy this video. Peace.